Hi Maggie, this is Colton with North Island Nissan, and behind me I have our 2022 Nissan Rogue. This is the S all-wheel drive model, just like what you have now, but in the new design for them. So they're definitely a little bit more off-roady looking. They kind of pulled out the wheel wells a little bit. They gave the front grille more of an aggressive look. It's a little bit of a larger grille on it. It's the same frame as what you have in your Rogue, but it's actually 2 inches shorter because they kind of flattened off the front end a little bit there. So it is just slightly shorter than yours, but there is actually more interior space, which is nice. So there's a little bit more shoulder room. The interior is absolutely gorgeous in this one. It's got a 2-tone cloth interior, extremely comfortable. They've got a butterfly lid for the center console now, so it actually opens up right in the middle. That way anybody in the car can access it. A really nice dash and display on this one. And I will go over some of the features when I come around to the driver's side. One thing I'd like to note is this is an electric gear shifter now. Because that's electric and it doesn't have a drive shaft going all the way through the vehicle, you actually get a huge amount of space underneath there. I have a glass lunch container that fits in there perfectly. Also good for purses or anything like that too. They have even fabric up on the side of the doors. It's just really nice quality through the entire vehicle. They definitely outdid themselves with this one. They still use the theater style seating in the back, so they're raised up a little bit for the back seats here, giving the people back here better visibility. Not quite as significant as the 2020, but because of that, you can fold the seats down much easier, and there's quite a bit more storage area. They were able to work out somehow. They kind of shuffled some things around. Open it up back here, and move this privacy cover up. So it's quite a bit wider back here. Again, it's the same size of a vehicle. They just kind of push the wheel wells out a little bit, so you do have a little bit more space in the back area. The windows are also quite a bit bigger as well, so they're really good for visibility throughout the entire vehicle. I do really like the back end of it. They got that Rogue up right in the middle now. The all-wheel drive off to the side there. So it's definitely a sharp looking vehicle. It's also the same engine as what you have in the 2020 model, the 2.5 liter, but it does have 10 extra horsepower this year, so it's a little bit more power, which also means it's a little bit better fuel economy as well, which is nice because it's the same size engine, so it just doesn't need to work as hard to get going. But yeah, very nice interior. They moved the power lumbar control to the base model as well, so you do actually have that little airbag in the back, so you can adjust that to fit your back specifically. They do have the push button starts. And now for the extra features that I was talking about over the phone here, they come standard with the heated seats like you do have now, but they also added the heated steering wheel in it as well, which is one of my favorite features to have, especially in the winter time. Or now, it's May and it's still freezing out there. There is a dual climate control, so you can set a different temperature for each side of the vehicle there too. They've got the nice big screen up there. You can get the backup camera pulled up. And then they also added a digital speedometer for the screen right up front there too. And I'll go to a quick wide angle view here. And just, again, it's really nice quality throughout everything. All the buttons have a very solid click to them. The paddle shifters up here, if you ever use those. These are all for the controls for the screen right up front. You do have your cruise control on the right-hand side of the steering wheel. Little switch there for the intermittent windshield wipers. And there is everything. So again, a lot of it is, everything's different pretty much. Everything is different. It's a brand new outside of the vehicle. It's a brand new interior. It's the same engine, but just a little bit more power. They went with direct injection and they were able to get a little bit more power out of it, which also made it more fuel efficient. They also redid the suspension and everything as well. So the ride of this vehicle is, the old ones were really nice. Don't get me wrong. The 2020 Rogues are still very nice. You're driving a beautiful vehicle. But they really knocked it out of the park with this one. It's a really nice vehicle. It's definitely worth it. I know it's a little bit of a trip for you to come down from North End there, but it's a beautiful vehicle if you are able to make the trip down. And then hopefully we'll be able to take it for a drive and see what you think about it yourself. But I will send you that credit application, and we'll go from there and see if it even makes any sense that way. So thank you very much for watching and your time on the phone today, and have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.